Put the fucking mic on.
You want to ride longer? Are you tired of a sore and achy ass? Then quit hanging out in a San Francisco alley at 1 o'clock at night after drinking in the bar.
The San Franciscans are getting it today.
I did.
Jeez,
I gotta
it's like the third time you've made fun of them.
I don't know why I'm picking on San Francisco.
I don't know.
But if that's not the reason you have a sore and achy ass, and it's because of long motorcycle rides, then I strongly suggest you can fix it with a high-quality butt buffer seat cushion. Head over to law-abidingbiker.com/store and check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions. All right, so we are recording this live. Well, we are live, and we're also recording it for our beloved patron members, mid-level and above. They are in chat, and I appreciate you guys being here in chat. With that said, we recorded 2 episodes prior to this that were not live. So number one, if you don't catch this live, it'll be in the back end of your Patreon account. You can play it back with the video and audio. The other 2 were audio only recorded. Those are going to be uploaded. One has already been uploaded. So you guys are getting this stuff. Patron members are getting podcasts months before, instant, right out of the pot.
Right out of the pot.
Hot out of the pot.
I don't know if I like that.
Okay. All right.
Out of the box.
Out of the box.
Yeah. Pot.
Fresh
like
out of the
toilet.
box.
Yeah.
All right. You're getting it fresh out of the box.
Who doesn't like box?
I agree.
Good things come in box.
All good things come in boxes. Mm-hmm. Yes. So you're going to be able to listen to those. You can listen like a podcast player right in the back end of your Patreon account. That's one of many benefits, of course. So because we recorded 2, we had a little break before the live here. And we are adding stuff to the Law Abiding Biker store faster than we can announce. A lot going on.
One might say lickety split.
Lickety split. Here's the deal. So, HogWorks, we are bringing them on and to the store. We are a reseller for them now. With that said, we need to add a bunch of stuff, but we are. And I have a reason I'm telling you this in a moment. But I want to say we'll be adding that stuff. But in the meantime, until we can get things added, please, you all know, everybody, not just patron members, but the regular listening audience, just like anything you need that's not in our store, we're Drag Specialties, we're Western Power Sports, Parts Unlimited, Turn 14. We're resellers for everything the big boys are resellers for. We have access. We just may not have it listed. So please go to the Law Abiding Biker store, hit the contact form, throw us a part number. We'll see if we can get it for you. Name, description, part number, because you're supporting us and we sell it for the same price, or oftentimes cheaper. Our shipping is just as fast. We all have access to the same shipping. Plus non-Washington State residents, no tax. Patron members, you get your 10% discount code on everything in the store, 365 days a year, and free shipping on orders over $100. Lots going on, lots of savings to be had. But with that said, we did develop a relationship with HogWorks. We're familiar with their stuff before. They're really blooming as a company, in my opinion, especially recently. So the nice thing about them is they're making stuff that's super high quality. That's why I wanted to bring them on. In the form of not only, we all know, color match stuff, trunks, things like that, but also like docking hardware. It looks just like OEM. And we haven't had a lot of options for that in the past. We always had to get OEM docking hardware. This 4-point hardware looks legit. We're going to get it, right?
Yeah.
We're going to get a lot of this stuff in our hands.
We have some sitting out in the garage.
We do, that's right.
I ordered it for my bike. So I've got the 4-point docking hardware. I've got the 2-up trunk mount.
Yep. True.
All kinds of stuff.
I forgot. We got so much shit.
Saddlebag guards.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll be actually installing it and doing some video stuff on it as well.
Yeah. The behind the scenes picture of being a motorcycle company like us, we literally were just talking about it. We're laughing. And I don't say that like arrogantly, like we've worked hard for 14 years. We're at the point where we have more shit given to us and sent to us, anything we asked for pretty much. And most of the time, a lot of times we don't ask for it and they send it. So, and it's stuff that we are carrying in our store, but we don't have time to install in videos yet. But we were looking, we have a stack. The shelf has boxes. We don't even know what all of it is. We need to go through it. We need to take a day and go, and boxes over there of parts. Some of it, I know what it is. Some of it, I don't. It's a good place to be in. We're blessed. We try not to take that for granted, but it's a business we run. Obviously, those are all things that we need to install, do videos, promote, things like that. The stuff we believe in and all that stuff out there we do, or it would have got swiftly taken. It wouldn't have made it in the shop. But HogWorks, because we're getting hooked up with them, hooked me up. So we opened this box 10 minutes before we did this podcast here. And what I was really interested in the first place is their skid plate. We're not getting into the details of that. We'll be doing a video, but there's some, on the 24 and newers, there's some critical components that are exposed there that you might want to be aware of. We also sell the Thrash and Supply one. They're very similar, but the HogWorks ones, I got a silver one. I just literally, I didn't realize how light it was. We were outside, lurched, I grabbed the box and I go, it said HogWorks delivered something, but there was something yesterday that this could not be the skid plate. I'm like, this is a piece of t-shirt they sent me or something. Open it up. It's the gall darn skid plate. It's like so light aluminum. And so we're going to be carrying those in the store. We'll be doing an install video, promoting it, all kinds of stuff like that. Again, Thrash and Make Sure One's similar. We're going to carry both, but we are going to bring a lot of the HogWorks stuff on. So just hit us up now. We can get you anything from them and you can do it through us. So we appreciate that. But excuse me, with that said, they also sent some of the best swag I've ever got. They sent a neon lighted sign, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
They sent like 3 t-shirts that are nice quality.
Yeah, good looking designs too.
Yeah, good looking designs.
Couple snapback hats.
A couple really nice, decent looking, not your cheap, here's a free shit hat. Good quality.
A stool.
HogWorks, like a regular bar stool, right? Like the ones we have in the store. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a little typical, automotive counter stool.
Parts counter stool.
Counter stool. So thank you for that, HogWorks. Some of the nicest, most swag I've ever got from a company. Just I wasn't expecting it. Plus the skid plate. So we will be putting that on. We'll be doing some videos, but we just wanted to get that out there, and I wanted to tell that little story. With that said,
Charles Wilburn says, I've had a few items from HogWorks and like their products. Lights were the first items. 2 years later, light had some moisture in it. I called them and they sent me a new set with minimal questions.
Good feedback, Charles. And thanks for being in the chat. Real life experience. Love you guys sharing that. I've really seen them up their game over the past couple years. They've always been there, but man, they ramped up manufacturing. They ramped up parts. And from what I'm seeing so far, OEM quality, like really good. So more to come on that. We'll be doing a lot of videos. We're going to try to add it. We're going to start with, like the docking hardware, the skid plates, and then we're going to move our way up to the colored match trunks and because that's a lot more stuff to list and variants, so to speak, right?
Yeah, you'll see the docking hardware and that stuff in the store first, and then we'll start working on the tour packs and whatnot. I will say that when I bought a tour pack for my 2015 Road Glide a few years ago, I was trying to figure out if I wanted HogWorks or Advan Black and didn't know a whole lot about either company. Advan Black at the time had a lot more videos out, and so I ended up going with Advan Black. Disappointed. Yeah. It's not quite the quality of HogWorks, and I've heard a lot of good things about HogWorks, and I've heard good things about their paint because they paint their stuff here in Michigan.
Yeah, good call.
So I'm looking forward to getting that white onyx pearl trunk and seeing, the quality of it because it's supposed to be really good color match stuff.
That's what I've heard. Yeah. And we will be, trust us, you guys know, that's what we do. We're like, first of all, we did a lot of research. We want to make sure what stuff we were selling. We don't just bring anything law-abiding record store. It's not easy to get on our door, but we do believe in this stuff. But that will be some true tests as we do it. We'll be reporting that.
Yep, it's going on a trip up to Canada. We'll see how it holds up.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. I'm excited. Parts galore. It's a parts extravaganza around here right now. Straight up parts extravaganza. Hey Bikeaholic, 03D has a wide variety of innovative products for your Harley-Davidson and a brand new line for the all-new Honda Goldwing named Gold Strike. Top quality, affordable chrome lighting and comfort products. Zero Gold Strike are the motorcycle LED lighting innovators for CAN bus plug-and-play system compatibility. Head over to lawabidingbiker.com for our store. Check out our full line of Zero 3D products. And with Zero, don't forget, guys, we'll hold it. We'll actually, Zero, obviously, longtime sponsor of the show. We have actually some stuff to talk about it. We'll talk about it mid-episode. That said, we should get right into this live video broadcast and chat on this Friday afternoon. Welcome back, you freaking bikeaholics. This is the podcast for the motorcycle majority, the Big MM, also known as the
99%.
Large and in charge of the motorcycle scene more than any time in history. By being here, by listening, you're part of what we call the hashtag
Biker Revolution.
We have one question for you before we get started. What are you waiting for, bikeaholics?
Mount up and let us take you on another wild-ass ride.
Ryan Urlacher here, your host of the Law Abiding Biker Podcast, and your
high-tech redneck.
All right, so in this episode, it's going to be fun. It's going to be casual. A lot going on as riding season everywhere ramps up in full view. The bikes are out. The boobs are flying.
Oh, they are? I was unaware.
All right, I just wish they were, but
I'm glad to hear that.
In my mind, the boobs are flying. Who doesn't like boobs flying? Or just boobs? Flying's better. Anywho, it's time. It's fucking go time. And with that said, it's go time for us. Everything ramps up, and it's like this through like November. So we've got Canada trip coming up, the official law-abiding biker patron ride and meetup event. A lot to go over there, a lot of information for everybody, but especially this portion for patron members. We'll talk about the deadline. It's already closed. We're going to clean some of that stuff up. But we kind of want to give, we told you guys we're going to Canada 12 days. We're going to give you an overview of kind of what we have planned. We'll talk about a contact patron member that we have up there to help us organize the event. Of course, as always, it is a trip. Happens to be 12 days, but it is a motorcycle club trip, not law-abiding biker, but the sworn few law enforcement motorcycle club in which everybody behind the scenes here, for the most part, is involved with. We ride together, we do meetings, we hang, but this is our one colossal epic trip where as many guys go as they can, and we lay effing miles, and we bond as brothers, and we just, it's like, it revives all of us. And so that's the main purpose of the trip. But always within those, of course, we're out and about. We love our patron members and the motorcycle community as a whole. And so as a thanks, we always do this one day during those trips where we break from club stuff and we dedicate that entire day for the most part to the patron ride meetup event. And we'll talk a little bit about that. Lurch will kind of say where they're at with the ride and the venue and our contact up there, but that's essentially what we're going to be going over here. I've got the maps pulled up, kind of give you guys an idea of where we're going. You're going to find out how many miles we're going to lay here. Like it's going to be crazy. It's Canada and it's freaking spread out. And, to get certain places, we gotta lay the miles. And, I will not be forgetting my butt buffer seat cushion from the store this trip. I only did that a couple of years ago. That'll never happen again because I'm going to need that guy for my arse. Okay, so let's announce don't forget, guys, 2025, we are here live, video broadcast chat with our patron members. Make it a point, 2025. It should already been your New Year's resolution to become a beloved patron member of Law Abiding Biker Media. Get involved with the community, nab those benefits. help the greater cause, join the biker revolution. The best way to do that is head over to lawabidingbiker.com/Patreon, Patreon. You'll learn more. It's very simple. You sign up for a monthly subscription. You get to choose the amount of benefits that you want to receive and what level you want. Very simple to do. And there are many benefits to name a lot. I've named a few, but t-shirts and stickers, you get access to the private Facebook group, a troll-free zone, nothing but bikers, helping and connecting with bikers in there. I didn't have time, but there's a post that I needed to read. There's besides our Canada meetup, there's multiple other organized large-scale meetups that patron members can be involved in that are sponsored and put on by patron members themselves. We don't make all those, but they're events that are around different locations. So the only way to learn about all that is to be in that private Facebook group. That's where they spawn. That's where they happen. That's where the communications happen. Again, troll-free zone in there. It's an amazing experience, and I think one of the best reasons to become a patron member, aside from the fact that you get access to live video broadcasts and chat like this, premium videos upon request, your store discount code, 365 days a year on everything in the store. That's huge. And then access to the ride meetup and events, specifically speaking about the sanctioned ride meetup and event, in this case, up in Canada. So yeah, so that's what, let's go ahead, Lurch, and break it down. Why don't you talk a little bit about where we're at with signups and deadlines and all that, and kind of how many we're thinking are going. Just some, Lurch has been handling all this stuff behind the scenes. I will tell you, we knew it's not going to be as big as last year as far as attendees, because it's Canada. Not everybody can get north of the border, and more days are needed off to get there. Nonetheless, it's very important for us. We love our Canadian members. They've been so involved over the years. So it's been since 2017, since we went up their way. They're always graciously coming down here. It's our turn to go up there and head out to Canada. So give us a little overview of what's going on here, Lurch.
Yeah, I've been going back and forth with patron member Larry Johnson of Canada, as you like to say. And he's got 4 different ride plans that we're going to go through and take a look at and decide on one, but it'll be around the greater Banff area. And then we will come back and have a meal at a undisclosed location. We're still working on that. Now that we have an idea who's going, we can really dig into it now. So we've got, like you said, a smaller group than we've had in the, recently, just because we're going to be up in Canada. But currently we have 11 bikes and about 15 or 16 people, because we got passengers coming along. And then you add in the 10 or so from our group. It'll be a decent size group, yeah. But we'll be able to move along quite easily. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, talk about deadlines closed, when it closed, all that stuff.
They've already come by. They closed on April 15th to sign up. So it's done. It's a done deal. If you're not signed up, you will not be able to, and that's just because of logistics. We have to figure out the ride. Got to figure out a place to meet,
money, expenses,
money and food, and all that kind of stuff. So those that are going are on the list, and I will be sending out an email in the near future here. Just give you a little bit more information. Kind of, how many attendees are going to be and kind of where we're riding to, and, how long the ride will be. And then the day before, the meetup will send the actual physical meetup location. We just do that for security reasons so that we don't have people show up that are uninvited. Right.
We want to make this a special event, and we don't want, infiltrators. Not that we've ever had that, but it's because we run pretty tight on it, security. We want it to be very special, very private. And so that's why we do those things. And it's worked out really well. We've done it that way every single year. We put out lots of information. If you're listening to this, which you will in regular podcast format at some point, no, there are no exceptions. If you didn't get signed up before the deadline, we have a hard line. We just don't make exceptions. We can't. We have enough to do, and these events, there was lots of time to get signed up. You'll have to shoot for the one next year. So who's in is who is in, and that is it. And they're the only ones that will get the appropriate information on when, where, exactly where, all that kind of stuff. We're going to give you some broad overviews. Lurch, did you mention their email? the first email they're going to get. You haven't sent that yet.
No, I've confirmed that everybody is on the email list, but they will get an email with some of the basics, the information. Yeah, I did mention that. Okay. And then the day before, they'll get the final one with the location, where to meet and what time and where to be ready. So be looking. You should have got signed up. Everybody that signed up, part of that was verifying your email and getting signed up for the email list. So when do you think that'll be out by, so they can kind of get an idea for their inboxes? Probably next week.
Probably next week sometime. It'll go out. And so just, you signed up, so you shouldn't go to your junk spam. But if you don't see it in 2 weeks or something, I would definitely check your junk spam before you get a hold of us, because it probably ended up there. Happens sometimes. And we got Terry in there, McDonough. We got, Charles Wilburn in there. He was talked about before. I'm just mentioning some of the people. Awesome to have all you guys in here on this Friday afternoon. Look forward to seeing you all up there. Yeah, Terry. I am taking a class to learn how to speak Canadian.
That's what I was going to mention. Okay. Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. I already learned it, Terry. It's yeah, sure, you betcha. Hey. And I've taken lots of classes over the years to speak that. I speak it without an accent. The Canadians say that I don't have an accent, so I'm pretty proud of that. But no, we love our Canadians up there in such beautiful country and such beautiful writing.
Scott Bogut says hopefully they don't tariff us at the border.
Yeah, no doubt, dude. No doubt, dude. I'm prepared to pay. I'm prepared to pay to get into Canada. They'll probably strip search us, stick a finger up our butt or something, dude. I don't know.
What is with you and things in the butt?
Well, it makes me uncomfortable.
Yeah, it makes everybody uncomfortable.
Hopefully they don't do that when we're trying to get in. But anywho, yeah, we're going to have a great time up there in Canada with everybody and lay some miles. We're monitoring the chat the best we can here. And so chime in if you want, but I'm glad I haven't seen the list of who's all coming. So pipe up in the chat if you're signed up and coming, so I can kind of try to monitor that. I want to get in, like I say, Lurch has been handling. I haven't actually looked at the list. So Terry's coming. Yeah, I'm working on it. That's what Terry said. Good job.
Yeah, currently we have Graham Jenkins, Charles Wilburn, Jake Moritz, Gary Jackson, Mark Arnold, Derek Galen, Scott Buggett, Lance Meter, I think it says. Meyer. I wrote that wrong. Skylar Pearson, Terry McDonald, and Brad Johnston. Okay, nice. Yeah, good group. Good group. A lot, obviously, we know, and that's very cool. So it's going to be a very close experience. Interesting is our Mr. Larry Johnson the only Canadian? No, Graham Jenkins. Graham Jenkins, that's right. There might be another one. I'd have to look to remember. It's been too long since I looked. Or are you just looking in here? No, I looked at the sign-up. I see what you're saying. Roster, but I don't have their location in there, so I don't know exactly. I see what you're saying. I just know for sure that Graham Jenkins is from Canada, and I believe Derek Galen is, but we'll see. Okay. Good. I was hoping that we could get involvement up there. That's special. So yeah, awesome. So we're gonna dive into kind of what we're doing here and kind of give you guys an idea of our trip. Now we've got about 10 going, confirmed, and maybe another. We're still waiting on Squirt, but he's got a May 1st deadline. We put deadlines on the club guys too. We just have to. We got VRBOs rented, Airbnbs, and everybody's going to owe the guys that put those on their credit cards already when we plan this trip in the winter. And so we have deadlines too. And then they got 5 days to pay up, who they need to pay up to go on the trip. It's just kind of a system we've developed over the years here within our club that works out pretty well. So Oscar will be going up. It'll be Lurch is going. I'm going, of course. Popeye and Cowboy, Indian John. We have a new guy you guys haven't met yet, Sam Ramos, who's a prospective member right now with the Mother Chapter based out of our location. We are the Mother Chapter. Great guy, and he's so excited about heading on this trip. I can see a smile on his face. He really wants to lay some miles and ride. And so you guys will get to meet Sam. Squid will be there. Goat will be there. And Justin, Oscar, he will be going, but he'll be leaving early. He's got a bomb back. Multiple different reasons, but we have a store to run to. And so we're trying to work out shipping while Matt's gone and getting Justin back. And he had some other obligations too. It wasn't just the store. And his wife has agreed to work part-time for us and do some shipping while we're gone. So if you get a package during that time, it might be shipped by Mrs. Oscar.
Yeah, there you go. She is going to get trained up here, right?
Yep, and right quick, we'll start doing the training.
Start doing the training. So she can help out with that. And we'll go from there. But we'll see. Squirt, the deadline is coming up. So this is going to happen in July. We'll tell you the date of the patron meetup and all that in a bit. We'll get into Patron Day a little bit more about that, but we're just going to give you, just for fun on this. This is what bikers do. We sit around and BS and so we want to kind of tell you what we're doing. And Lurch didn't even get me a beer.
Well, I saw you had your kombucha.
I should have, dude. I did.
I want to grab something anyway. So while you're talking, I'll grab that and I'll grab what I was thinking. Yeah.
Thank you. It's very nice of you. It's just making my lips tingle looking at you drinking it. I'm getting all sweaty over here. So we're
it's a Friday afternoon. We got to have it.
We do. It's Friday afternoon and we deserve it. I haven't drank all week. So yeah, July and let's see. We are about 11 days mid-July, and we made an entire ride plan for this, which I'm going to generally go through with you guys. But day one, we're going to haul from Yakima here, and we're going to end up near Williams Lake, BC. So we're kind of going to cross the border where we crossed last time in 17. And if I look, so we're not going to go all the way over to the west side by Bellingham or anything like that, because we're kind of central Washington state. So from Yakima, we're going to pop straight north for the most part through Oroville, up 97. And we're going to cross the border that day on 97. I'm looking at the map here if you wonder why I'm stalling a little bit there to make sure I'm correct. At Osoyoos Lake is where we're going to hit. I think it's the Osoyoos Crossing is what they call it, right, Lurch? Yeah, he's shaking his head. Yes. So that's where we'll cross the border. That's where we crossed last time. That's where we're going to get strip searched and a finger in our butt. But if the Canadian border guy's out there and he's like standing out there with his arms crossed and then he looks at us as we're approaching and he pulls his hands out and he's got 2 latex gloves on with his fingers up, I'm blowing the border, bro. And then I'm going to be wanted in Canada, likely. But I ain't stopping for that. You take one for the team, Lurch. You take that one for the team, bro. Okay. So that's a 10-hour saddle time, 516 miles. So we are pushing day one to get to where we need. So up to Williams Lake, BC, that area, generally speaking. And then, hotel, dinner, all that crap. We won't go through all that, but, day two. So yeah, another big day. So first day, 10 hours, 516 miles. Whew. I'm going to need my butt buffer and my, Saddleman Road sofa heated. It's going to be glorious. Day two. Thanks for the beer, by the way.
You're welcome.
I need to, take a sip of that real quick.
Absolutely. You do. Wet the whistle, as they say.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, delicious. Okay, so day two, Williams Lake, BC, generally to Stewart, BC, 10 and a half hours, 583 miles. As I'm looking at this, my ass hurts already. But that's okay. It's going to be good. It's what we do is lay miles. Of course, we're stopping for lunch somewhere midpoint. We've got all that. I don't want to bore you guys with all that, but just kind of give you a general idea. So, okay. So when we get to stay in Stewart for 2 nights. So we try to do some of that these days, guys. You push hard 2 days and then you have some down days in certain areas where you can kind of kick back, throw the flip-flops on, and we do things, go to lunch or explore the town, do some things like that, but just a little bit to where you're not in the saddle. And it's not that we didn't used to just go day after day. It's just, we also want it to be fun, and we're with brothers and you can't even talk when you're riding all day. So those days we get to catch up with what's going on in families and work and all that kind of stuff. And it just rejuvenates you, because after we spend 2 days there,
It also gives you a time, especially if you're at a VRBO, to do some laundry, so you don't have to pack as much stuff. So, yeah, we used to just lay down the miles every day and go, but we didn't get the chance to really see anything that the cities had to offer. Right. So, the last few years,
a blur.
Yeah, we've built in 1 or 2 down days in there where we can spend some time in a cool city, see some of the sights, like you said, hang around, visit, do some laundry and that kind of stuff, and get rejuvenated for the next trip. I would highly recommend it.
I need some spoon time with the guys. So it's my spoon day that I can spoon everybody.
That's good to know. I'll make sure to make a note of that so that I'm nowhere near you.
We may have spooned before accidentally. But
you're going to be the little spoon.
Also with that is the nice thing is, these trips, on these trips, not that I eat healthy all the time. You eat like shit and you do the best you can. But the VRBO stays are really nice because oftentimes we head to the grocery store and get fresh steaks, some asparagus. We make us, all these VRBOs, Airbnbs have barbecues, get some veggies up in you, and all that. And instead of eating out again, it's actually a really nice change when we do that. And it's relaxing. You're in shorts and t-shirt and you're sitting with all your brothers at a big dinner table. And so it's important to us, which is why we bake those in. All right. So we'll talk about day 3. Let me make a note here real quick. I want to talk about the film of this and the other thing, which I want to announce to everybody, but that's coming up. So you guys have to stay tuned for that. I just don't want to forget it. Day 3 is pumping out of Stewart, BC area. And I'm trying to see what my...
Day 3 is a day ride.
Oh, there we go. So day 3 is a day ride. So we'll be in BC, but we're going to pop in right on the border of Hyder, Alaska. We got to hit Alaska since we're there. The more places we can hit, it's kind of fun. So we will do a day ride. It's a short day ride, 3.5 hours, 65 miles, but very scenic, the route we have. And we we'll be riding some off-road on our bikes, which we've done before at Death Valley. We did Mule Canyon, 3 mile.
And I don't think it'll be as rough as that. I think it should just be gravel road for the most part, I believe. We'll see.
Hopefully Squid does not listen. We're not going off-road at all.
That was legit off-road down in Death Valley.
It's all paved, Squid. It's all paved. We're good. And like Lurch said, they're wonderful. Even for gravel, they're oiled and maintained. Okay, so... No, it's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Oh, sure.
It'll be fine. But it's going to be a nice little day ride. I can't wait. It's going to be beautiful. We might get to do some bear watching. There's a bear watching area we might get to hit. We plan on it as long as it's open. Then we're going to go back kind of closer to town, one of the towns, and we've got some places to get drinks and lunch.
Are we also seeing the glacier that day?
That's not that day.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, coming up. That's when we're over in Alberta, the ice fields and stuff. Okay. So, and then we're going to, dinner night. It looks like we got VRBO and we've got a grocery store. This is how much we line it up. There's a grocery store we're going to shop at, bring stuff back. So, we don't normally put all our gas stops in, because we pick those in the morning. We know where we're going. We know where lunch is. We know where dinner is. And there's always a plethora of gas stops you can hit. But for this trip, we don't want to run out. And so we do have them because there are some places where if you miss it, there's nothing else. And so you're fucked.
In the chat, Mark Fuentes says that Hyder is the friendliest ghost town in the USA. I had no idea.
Well, if you're going to encounter ghosts, I want them to be friendly. I'm not going to lie to you. So I appreciate that very much. Nobody wants an unfriendly ghost.
Now, Terry McDonald says, watch out for cougars. Now, do you mean the cat or the older lady that's prowling on younger gentlemen?
There are some old, nasty cougars in Hyder, I hear. They come out and, let me suck ya.
The sad thing is, the older I get, the older the cougars get. So I'm true. 50. What are we looking at? 7-year-olds?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I think I'm
some 7-year-old cougar with leather skin, dude. Just one tooth. Just okay. So that's cool. Cool information. But we should have fun there. And then from there, we are going to bust out of there from Stewart to, we will end up all the way. We had to make it a point to hit Yukon Territory. And so 8 hours, 403 miles, straight north for the most part. A stop for lunch along the way. But we will hit Watson Lake in the Yukon Territory. Bam. Never been to the Yukon Territory. We just obviously want to say we did. I will say also, we brought him to the Law Abiding Biker store. This kind of spurred us a little bit. I think some of the guys are going to carry, I hope we plan gas stops well enough that we don't need them. But we do carry in the Law Abiding Biker store the little triangle jugs. They fit perfectly into a Harley-Davidson saddlebag back towards the back, and they're angled so they don't take up any extra space than they need. How many gallon are they?
I believe it's a gallon.
It's a gallon.
I will verify as we're talking.
Yeah. We have a lot of those in stock. So some trips, it's a good thing to have. And if you ride by yourself, I would always carry it if I was by myself. But with other bikes, technically you could send somebody. But in Canada, that's sketchy because they'll be back at their 1 gallon, Lurch says. You'll be back in like, I'll see you tomorrow with a gas jug. So we're still, we'll figure out how many of those we're going to carry amongst the crew. But if you do need those, we are carrying them. They are very convenient and can be a very good safety thing. We're all going to be carrying our Law Abiding Biker first aid kits. You're in the middle of nowhere. We carry those when we travel here, let alone when you're in Yukon Territory. They got our first aid kits, got the tourniquet and all that. So we'll have our jump packs from the Law Abiding Biker store, our tool kits.
Oh, and we could use the whistle to attract the cougars.
Oh, yeah, dude. There's actually a special Canadian cougar whistle that you can do. It's a sound. And I think Terry said he's been practicing it. It's a special whistle.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
that you do out of your mouth. It's the cougar call, I hear. And Lurch would like to learn it, Terry. So call him and tell him how to do it, along with teach him how to speak Canadian. Okay. So we are definitely dialed in our fuel stops and how much mileage we can actually get without pushing it too far. If there's a headwind, we got to be really careful of that. Stay in Watson Lake there, Yukon Territory. So in the middle of nowhere. And then day 5, we will bust out of Watson Lake, Yukon Territory to Fort St. John, BC. We're going to start dropping southeast, if you will. 9.5 hours, 556 miles. These are some days, bro.
Yeah, we're hoping that based on the mileage, we may be able to actually get there a little quicker. We'll see how fast we can go.
And remember, that's 9.5 hour saddle time. You add lunch and a gas stop and a couple piss stops alongside the road, you're at 11 and a half hours. So whenever you're calculating your saddle time and your mileage, remember to add, especially in a group, getting in and out of gas stations. We have a manageable crew. Getting in and out of restaurants can easily turn into 11 or 12 hour days. We've been in after dark because of that before. So something you have to be aware of. And with cougars running around, if we don't have to ride at dark, that would be just peachy. So that's going to be a long day into Fort St. John, BC. All right. I will save that.
Okay.
Next day, Fort St. John, BC to Hinton, BC, the Jasper area. And 5.5 hours, 335 miles. So that's going to be a little bit of relief.
And we got a nice little tip. Jasper can be expensive to stay in. And Hinton's only
crazy.
It's like 30 minutes away.
Yeah, it's not even that far. Yeah.
If that. And so if you are up there and you're visiting Jasper, the Hinton, BC area is a much cheaper place to stay.
Yep. That's why we picked it. Jasper, we're like, holy shit. That's ridiculous.
Jasper and Banff can get pretty spendy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Banff. It's crazy too. Nice little ride there. And we're still dropping south. So the next day, before we
I look forward to seeing like what the weather and the conditions will be on each side of that mountain range. We'll basically be on one side. We'll go up and loop around it and come down.
Come back down. Yeah, totally. We will be prepared. Yes.
Oh yes.
Our gerbing heated gear from the Law Abiding Biker store. We have a shitload of gerbing stock. If you guys need gerbing, we love that shit. We're all leaving. In fact, some of the guys like Indian John and shit. We told them all, like, we're prepared. Like this is a little bit obviously in the middle of nowhere. So they didn't have good quality heated gear. So Indian John just got hooked up from the Law Abiding Biker Store, all Gerbing shit. We only carry the best. It is the best. I've tried a lot of it. But he got it. Sam got it. And a lot of people getting hooked up with Gerbing gear. We appreciate you getting it from the Law Abiding Biker Store. We got a big display coming for the store and all that. But Lurch, why don't you talk about some of the Zero 3D stuff real quick?
Yes,
some
absolutely.
exciting announcements there.
I decided to go out and grab it. I was debating on whether or not to grab the box, but I decided to.
Always grab the box when in question.
Always grab the box. So Zero's got some new stuff coming out for the 23.5 newer bikes with the new fairing design, as we like to refer to them. And one of the things they have is they've got a curved license plate frame with an LED plate light. The current license plate has a big bulbous light hanging over the top of the license plate. It's just kind of hideous. So this will eliminate that, and it's also a curved license plate frame, so it matches the fender. It's going to look really good. If you guys can see that there. You got the camera on me?
Oh yeah, it's on.
Yeah.
Yep, it's good. Yep.
Kind of give you an idea of it. Definitely going to clean that rear end up quite a bit.
Nobody likes a dirty rear end.
Nobody.
I'm not going to lie to you. Nobody wants a dirty rear end.
And then for the street glides in particular, there is what they're calling the goatee light. It goes beneath the headlight and provides additional lighting, not only to the front, but also to the side a little bit. And here's a good look at that thing. It's available in black or chrome. We decided to go with the black on your bike, even though your bike's chrome.
Yeah, nice.
Because it's currently, there's a black plastic filler underneath there.
Yep.
And we decided the black would look best, so we're going black on yours, but it is available in black or chrome.
You got all kinds of swag over there,
yeah,
bro.
Absolutely.
You got the goodies,
and
bro.
This stuff's not available right now, but it will be hopefully in the next month or so. So we got some of this stuff early so that we can put it on the bikes and get our videos ready to go. But it is listed in the store. It shows out of stock. If you click on the back and stock notification and put your information, and then you can get notified when we get them right away. They had to come up with a different way to hook into the system. The CAN bus plug and play on the old system, they were able to crack so far. Nobody's been able to crack what Harley's got going on right now. So they have these kits where you can hook up to the battery, tap into the lights, and then send the signal back out. This one is the Light Strike Commander. This one gives you the ability to do all the different animations and whatnot. They also have a standard connector, plug and play connector, that just does run, turn, brake, but we're going to have fun with these.
Yeah, guys, you heard it and you saw it if you're here live video broadcast and chat, and he gave close-ups of that stuff. So you got anything else there? Is that one more? He's opening it right in front of you. This is whew.
Yeah.
Da-da-da, drum roll.
I had to open up this one because they don't have a picture on the front of it.
Oh, yeah,
I imagine
yeah.
they will later on when they send them out. But these are the fairing vent lights. This one is particularly for the street glide, but they also make it for the road glide. And what it is, it's a light that goes up inside the vent, and it's called ghost technology, meaning that it is it's subdued. You don't really notice it until you're running down the road and it lights up. And it is a white, or it does turn signals as well. So you can see that little guy.
Look at that, just in the plastic, pull it out of the box. Yeah, dude, this is live.
Let's go all the way and you get that bad boy out.
Oh yeah, I like going all the way. I always try to go all the way.
Zero stuff is such quality. And you
is.
just feel it when you get your hands on it, but I'm looking forward to playing with this stuff.
You ran out of song.
That's all right.
It's all right, it's good.
Yeah, so here's a good look at the light that'll go up underneath.
Okay, hold it steady. Vent. There you go. Yeah, pulled focus. Nice. Yeah. Fuck yeah, Knight Rider. Yeah.
Yes, and so when he says Knight Rider, the Light Strike Commander module that this will plug into, then we'll do some animations and things like that.
And so you better believe
check your local state laws before you use that. But
this guy is Knight Rider all the frickin' way. Hell yeah. I'm excited. That goatee light, guys, that's huge. A lot of guys are taking that plastic piece under the headlight and they're paint matching it. I say screw that. Don't waste the time and money. Why not fill it with light for safety to be seen and it just looks sexy? And that's what I'm doing. Screw paint matching that thing. Just get rid of it and put one of these goatee lights in there.
Is it focusing on that?
Yes.
Yeah, you can see it's chrome and black. Pretty cool.
Yeah, you got it in chrome or black. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Screw the paint matching. If you're going to do something in that space, add some light. That's what I always say. So yeah, we're looking forward. Like Lurch says, get over there, get the in-stock notification because, and sorry, all the regular listeners, you didn't get to see them, but that's what you get to see behind the scenes. If you want to, you can go over the website. It's on there. But again, show's out of stock because we can't sell it yet. But we got some serious stuff to do on my bike. We're going to get hopefully all this on before Canada.
Absolutely, we will.
Among many other things.
Yeah, we got a lot to do on mine.
We do. We got both bikes, dude.
Yeah.
But that's good. That's a good problem to have. So moving back in, our next day, of course, we left off in Hinton, BC. So we're Hinton, BC, near Jasper to Canmore, Alberta. So now we're leaving BC. We're popping into Alberta, 4.5 hours, 245 miles. Not a bad day. Via Highway 93, we're running through the Icefields Parkway, riding in 2 national parks this day. We'll be in Jasper National Park and Banff National Park. So heading all the way down, we will probably do a tour at the Glass Skywalk.
I will not be walking on that. I
Lurch,
don't care what you say.
Lurch is a vagina.
I am. I'm not a fan of heights. And so therefore I'm not going to walk on some glass walkway that hangs out over a cliff. I'm not, no.
We've had this, but he'll drive a car and ride a motorcycle,
yes.
Which nobody's died on the Glass Skyfield.
That
People die daily on motorcycles and cars. It just doesn't make any sense at all. It just doesn't.
Some people are afraid of spiders. That makes no sense to me either.
Well, I get it.
We all have our thing.
I'm just, if you're worried about, but you're saying you're doing it because you're, and I'm like, but you don't worry about getting in a car and on your motorcycle.
Nope,
It makes no sense, dude.
Not at all.
Especially after being a police officer, watching so many dead people die in cars and motorcycles.
I know it's irrational, but it is what
I looked
is.
it up. There's nobody's died on the Skywalk. Just FYI, it's pretty safe. Pretty safe, Lurch, in the scheme of things.
Yeah, we all have our thing, and that's mine. Don't like heights.
Vagina. All right. Anyways, you guys just call him a vagina please in the chat. Okay.
Doesn't bother me at all.
But we're going to go to Big Bend. There's a viewpoint. There's a pull out there. The Weeping Wall viewpoint pull out. We're going to hit that. Saskatchewan River Crossing. We're going to hit that because that's the only place you can get gas along the route in the ice fields from our research and what we can see. We're going to go Mistaya Canyon. Probably there's apparently I got this. We got a lot of input from a lot of people, and this was one of them. Apparently there's a slot canyon walk down in around, and you can see not much of a sign of trailhead off to the right. So we're going to try to find that and see. I guess it was beautiful and a nice little hike. We're going to hit the lodge at Bow Lake and then Hector Lake Lookout pull out. Boy, it's a short miles day for the most part, but a lot of stops. And we're going to hit lunch there. And then, at the end of the day, we may or may not, I don't know if we've verified this, but we have the option once we get into Canmore. We can, depending on what time we get in, we can ride from Canmore to Banff. Again, we're staying in Canmore because Banff's out of control pricing. But we can ride from Canmore to Banff to ride the Sulphur Mountain Gondola. And Lurch and his vagina.
I have been on it.
Yeah. Oh, well, hey. Well, then you can go with us again. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Because when we were in Jackson Hole, him and Rick wouldn't do the gondola. Well, that's cool. You can do it. It's a 30-minute ride one way from Canmore. But I guess Sulphur Mountain Gondola obviously would be fun for the crew, great for the film, and some great, great vistas from the top there. So we'll stay in a VRBO in Canmore. And moving down, let's see. Are we in Canmore a couple days? This is good. 2 nights. So 2 nights in Canmore, and then we'll have a down day. But wait, no, that's because the Patron rides the next day, right? Yes. So this is the day of the Patron ride, which will be, we've already announced it, July 21st. Patron member ride and meetup day. Generally speaking, around Canmore, Banff area, we've told everybody up to this point that we're going to just meet around the Banff area, right? Mm-hmm. So you and Larry are working on that. Yep. You're going to stick to that because it is Canmore is 30. So we are going to meet in the Banff area.
More likely, depends on which route we choose.
Okay, well,
it'll be the Canmore Banff area.
Okay, so all you need to know for now, it's easy, is get either. I've said this many times. It's on the 21st, so either you can even go to Calgary, grab a hotel, bust up to Banff in the morning. If you want to get in the night before, get there the day of. But generally speaking, you want to stay somewhere around there. You're going to get the details in the email of the general meet, whether it's going to be in Banff or Canmore. But generally, you just need to know at this point, if you're going to book a hotel the night before, get it in Banff, Canmore, Calgary, somewhere close. We usually meet up somewhere around mid to late morning, around 10 a.m., 11 a.m. We usually meet and greet at that location where we meet for an hour, shake hands, and then we usually, after an hour, we go on our ride. And once we do our ride, we end up at our event location where we're going to have a catered meal as our plan. Like usual, take care of y'all, and we'll rent a venue and cater a meal and have that whole social deal where we kind of get to know each other in person a lot more and catch up on things with all of you that we already know. So that's really all you need to know. It's very simple. Don't sweat about, I don't know the exact location. It's okay. Because you're going to be in the general area and you've got all morning. Like it will be, if you stay in Calgary, Banff, Canmore, it's going to be within 30 minutes of your location where we meet. So, again, the day before you'll get the exact location. But that next email that goes out will have the time and it will say whether it's going to be the Banff area, Canmore. It will be more specific. So then you'll really dial in. So we got time, guys. It's not till July 21st. Go ahead. Yeah,
even if you're all the way into like Alberta. If you're all the way into Calgary or Cochrane or something, you're still within an hour and a half away. Cochrane. Oh, remember that's what we said last time when we were up there was Cochrane. Cochrane, I think, is a little closer than Calgary. But even if you go all the way into Calgary, you're an hour and a half. So you could take off after breakfast and still be there in decent time if we choose Banff or Canmore.
Yeah. Yeah, Sturgis Jeff, Graham Jenkins asked, Sturgis Jeff isn't going this year, unfortunately. But I'm sweating the border crossing. Gary Jackson already have a room reserved at LMAO. Yeah, we're all sweating. I'm telling you, Gary, you're getting a finger up the butt. And if you get a finger up the butt, if you leave before us, well, you're not. Tell you what, if we all get fingered in the butt trying to cross, we're going to notify you. So you can be prepared. You can either choose not to go or take lubrication and hand it to them at the border. All right. So we are all worried, dude. Oh, remember, you don't have any guns. You don't have any drones. You don't have any film gear. You don't have any, what else do they key in on?
No guns, no film. Yeah. No film gear. A certain amount of alcohol. You can only bring so much alcohol in.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you have to be careful what kind of knife you bring.
How do you think it will go over if I look at him and go, I don't have any of that, but I got some tariffs for you, motherfucker? Do you think?
I think you get strip searched. I've got a trunk full.
I'm getting a finger up the butt. I'm getting 2 fingers.
My tour pack's full of tariffs.
Oh, God. We got to laugh about this stuff, guys, it's not getting political. Just that's funny shit. Come on. That probably would not go over well for me.
No, I don't think so.
So I'll probably avoid that. Anyways, yeah. So that's a patron meetup day. Usually, guys, understand we usually end by usually 5 p.m., sometimes 6 p.m. The reason is we've said it before. It's a sworn few trip. We dedicate that whole day, but we still got many days of riding, and we got to get back to our VRBO. We got to get up early the next morning. And we're heading out. And so you guys can all stay, depending on the venue and if they allow that, or a lot of times, every time pretty much recently, the patron members are already planning a second location. So in the private Facebook group, people get together and go, hey, we're all going. After the lab crew leaves, meet up over, we rented a lodge or we rented a VRBO that everybody's allowed. And a lot of them continue the party, so to speak, visitation into the night. We would like to stay longer. Again, it's nothing personal. We are on a trip. So we will roll out, let's see, we're going to roll out of Canmore, BC, to Revelstoke, BC. 5 hours, 250 miles, the Trans-Canada Highway 1, going in 4 national parks: Banff National Park, Yoho National Park, Glacier National Park of Canada, and Mount Revelstoke National Park. So going to be a beautiful day, that ride. Multiple stops, multiple points of interest: Lake Louise, Takawa Falls. We're going to take a little road there to see Takawa Falls, Emerald Lodge. Of course, we're going to get lunch, some gas, and then we will end up in Revelstoke. And then the next day is us, Revelstoke, BC.
We didn't stay in Revelstoke our last Canada trip, right? We went through.
We did not.
Okay,
we went
good.
through Revelstoke.
Right.
Yeah,
it'd be nice to stay, because I think we took a different route, didn't we?
We did, and I looked at it at the time we were planning. We ended up in Kelowna, but we skipped Revelstoke. Yeah, we took a different route.
Yeah. So that'll be nice, staying in Revelstoke.
It will.
Absolutely. All we did was a gas stop in Revelstoke last time, so I'm glad that we're staying there for a night.
Yeah, me too. So Revelstoke, BC to Kelowna, BC. We all know Kelowna.
We were in Canada Day last time in Kelowna.
Oh God.
Yeah. Holy shit. They were getting crazy.
That's an interesting town.
We had an amateur lap dance in front of an establishment. Yeah, it was quite entertaining.
Yeah. We had a lot happen. People were really weird up there. No offense. The street people.
There were some.
They did not like being filmed.
Yeah.
Like I go everywhere in Canada and the US, and everybody's used to cameras. It was like zombies. They were fucking, you could see it in their eyes. Like I thought I was going to get killed a few times for just having a camera out. But it's a fun town. But it's definitely got a big city vibe. A lot of,
kind of reminds me of like a Seattle or Portland.
Totally.
Definitely very liberal. Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe some girls with hairy armpits and legs.
Yeah.
Maybe some cougars. I don't know. That escaped from Hyder, Alaska. and made their way to Revelstoke.
To Kelowna.
They may follow us to Kelowna. I mean, yeah.
It will be interesting to compare Kelowna as compared to last time we were there. We were there on Canada Day, like our
2017.
Yeah, so it's kind of a big party day for them. We will not be there on Canada Day this go around. So it'll be interesting to see what the nightlife is like on a non-Canada Day night.
Yeah, I agree. Although that has we have some of the best stories were from Kelowna. It's funny.
Absolutely.
Out of all the cities we went in Canada, only because they're funny. It wasn't the best city to visit, but the stories that happened out of there. But it's cool too. It's right on the river there. I droned and flew there. So that will be a fun night to relive that. And like Lurt says, to really see the difference. And then day 11 is the sad day. Back from Kelowna, BC, all the way to Yakima, Washington, our hometown. 6 hours, 315 miles. Of course, on our way up, we're picking up the guys in Wenatchee because we're headed north their way. So Popeye's crew up there and Cowboy. And those are the only two going up there, right? Yeah.
For now, yeah.
For now.
Yeah.
And then on the way back, we'll drop them. So they actually have, on the front end and the rear end, they have less miles than us.
Which is rare for them.
Rare. We're usually going south or east, and they have to meet down in our area. So they're going to be a little bit happy about that. I don't know yet. We're going to look. I may go up there the night before. We talked about that. We haven't made up our decision because we could go up the night before and stay the night and then have less miles.
Yeah, Popeye could put us up.
He said he would.
Yeah.
He offered, obviously. And I get some first night of spoon time with Popeye up there. So that's the general trip that we're doing. I do want to make some announcements here, and we have a few more things to talk about, but I think we should do this, and I already talked about it, but it is going to be more important than ever this trip. Ride longer and treat your ass with some respect already. Get hooked up with a premium butt buffer seat cushion. This company of bikers developed a super thin hospital-grade seat cushion made of solid and elastic materials, and it's unlike gel pads that will leak if punctured. We've tried them all, guys.
These might be important after our border crossing. We might need the butt
for
buffer.
2 reasons. We'll have a sore anus and ass cheeks. Don't get the gel pads, guys. They suck. We've tried them. They freeze. They puncture. The air ones. I just had a guy try a cheap Amazon one. A guy I know. And he's like, I know I sprung for it. It was cheap and I just needed one. And he goes, it lasted like 2 trips and he threw it in the garbage. You get what you pay for. But the butt buffer is designed not to slide around in your seat, fits on all motorcycles, installs in seconds, easy and cleans, and helps to dampen those vibrations. With plenty of models to choose from, large, medium, and small, they assure you'll have a comfortable ass one riding. Head over to lab-399-Biker.com/store, check out our full line of butt buffer seat cushions, and I run the large. Anybody with a regular touring bike, touring seat, the large is what's going to work for you. And once you had it, you'll never go back. Made in the USA, great company, great people. We've really established a relationship with there, and I really can't recommend anything else. We do sell the road sofas, Saddlemen. I have the heated version. They're amazing seats. I think the best seat on the market. I know, I get it. There's different opinions out there. But doesn't matter what seat you have. Doesn't matter if it's custom. Doesn't matter if you think it's the bee's knees. An added layer of hospital grade pressure point material is just the icing on the cake, so to speak. And I really like it because you could just make little movements. It's made for bed sores. The butt buffer. It was made for hospitals for patients and bed sores. So they source that same material and it really does work. And obviously with less pressure points, for me, it's less lower back pain on the long days, dampens the vibrations. You don't have much of that. That helps with lower back. So hypoallergenic, it's got everything you need. And just ask guys about it. Go look at all the reviews on the store. If you haven't left a review and you have one, please head over to the store. It's easy. You can leave a review right there. We appreciate those reviews. Okay. So, we did a podcast today earlier. Also, the video's out. It's been out for a week or two. Go check it out on the YouTube channel. I'm not going to get into it deep, but it is all about, the 2025 Harley-Davidson Let's Ride Challenge Ride for Heroes. There's a lot to it, but not. Our video is what you need to watch. It's on the channel. Lurch will link to it in the show notes. But we break it down, make it really easy for you to get involved. You need to get involved. Yeah, you can win 5 motorcycles from Harley, 25 brand new. And there's other things too. But that's not why I'm promoting it. We're promoting it from the standpoint of Ride for Heroes. Harley-Davidson not only has given away the 5 bikes, if you want to learn how to win those, you need to go watch the video and get involved. Either way, I would say get involved, watch the video. Even if you don't care about winning the bikes, you're not going to ride enough miles to win. The reason is it supports up to $1 million from Harley going to first responders, near and dear to my heart, of course. Also veterans, near and dear to my heart, military, going to those organizations that support. There's some selected organizations that $1 million is going to them if we make it happen. Every mile ridden, once you're involved in this challenge, and again, our video tells you how to get involved. Please, please, please get involved. Every mile ridden goes towards that goal of making sure that full $1 million goes to those organizations. It's a ride challenge. It's Harley sponsored. They want you out there. They want you in dealerships. They want you riding. They want you logging miles. And yes, they're a big company, but $1 million that's huge to me to go to those organizations. They don't have to do that. So that's huge for me. But even bigger is Harley-Davidson. You guys know I've been making documentary films for, going on 14 years, probably the last 11, 10 solid documentary films. A lot of work, a lot of heart and soul goes into it with not a lot of return financially, other than it just, the return is in my heart and hearing bikers and that they've been moved by them, that it's got them through difficult times, that they're inspired by them. But super pleased to announce that part of this ride challenge, Harley-Davidson is for the first year sponsoring the documentary film that I will be making in Canada. That's huge. I'm so thankful and humbled that they will do that and sponsor my film this year. So part of that is we're involved in the ride challenge. And again, I told you why I'm involved. I would have got involved either way. Just once you learn what it's supporting and what it's about, it's really easy. You just got to just ride and log those miles, because that's helping that money go to those charities. But the film is sponsored. And so we want to, obviously we always make it epic, but I want to make it really, really great as usual. So we're going to be up there shooting this whole film. Part of that is the ride challenge is you've got to stop by dealerships here and there and get your mileage checked. So we will be stopping by two selected dealerships up there during our travels to log our miles and get our rev score up. Again, go watch the video. You want to learn about all that. So that's part of the film. Harley is awesome. They never have, and they never do. They literally just sponsored the film. Didn't tell me what I needed to do. I was almost like dumbfounded, cause you're like, do I need to, they said nothing. Here's the money. We're sponsoring it. They've seen enough of my films. I think they're like, go forth and do what you do. They obviously wanted us, just the only requirement was incorporating the ride challenge because they want people to ride. They want this charity. They want to support, they've got the big bike giveaway. They're promoting it obviously, as they should. So what that means is you all know, Patron members, everybody that's been following for a while, we usually make the documentary film. Then I sell it for a year. You can either buy it or top tier patrons get it for free in their Patron accounts right away. It's for purchase for a year. And after it's for purchase for a year, I release it for free on YouTube. We make peanuts in the scheme of what the work that goes into that, but I try to recapture at least some of money for my time, and as a creator. But this is huge because what it means is I don't have to do that this year. They're sponsoring it. The funds are already there for my time and my effort and the creation of this film. Thus, when we get back, I expect to release it. It's probably going to be episodic in nature. And the first episode will probably air in September of 2025. I don't need to put it for sale for a year. It will release on YouTube episodically. I don't know how many episodes it will be. Like Lurch said in a previous podcast today, we got to let the story develop. These are documentary films, but the story reveals itself to me as a creator. I can massage it a little bit, but I always go in not knowing what the story will be, other than I know where we're going in Canada and I know what we're supposed to be doing and what's supposed to happen. You guys have seen my films. That's never the way it ends up completely. And I find inspiration with stops and bikers and the Patron meetup. And I start scripting in my head. We're getting lots of footage and I start scripting all that. So it's hard for me to say how that story will develop and how many episodes I'll need to tell that story. But that's coming. Super, super excited about that. I'm just, I'm beside myself on that. And, so look forward to that. So that's why we're even extra involved in the ride challenge. And I want to promote that as much as possible. Just what it is. Yeah, you're laughing. So there must be some comments.
Just some comments. First of all, Gary Jackson says, Ryan, I think that the HD sponsorship is totally awesome and so happy for you. An unexpected accomplishment to be very proud of. Rock on, law-abiding biker.
Thank you so much. Thank you very much, Gary Jackson, for that.
Mark Fuentes is looking forward to seeing the video. And Charles Wilburn said, did HD mention to you that they still wanted me in the food line in the video?
Yeah, bro. Oh, yeah. That's awesome. I'll make sure and get you in the food line. Actually, Charles, I'm going to manipulate the video so you're the only one hogging the food line and nobody else even gets to go through the food line. Charles has made quite a few of the videos over the years. I like keying in on Charles because he's a great guy and I love his smile. So it comes out well on film. So yeah, funny stuff there. Anything else in the comments there, Lurch, that we need to cover?
There was one route that Graham recommended, and it's the one we're taking, it coming out of Revelstoke and going south instead of going west right away. So we'll get a nice curvy road and a couple of ferries.
We'll be taking the ferries, yes. Mm-hmm. I had a hell of a time routing that because...
Yeah, I did not want you to go that way.
It didn't want me to do certain things, but anyways, yeah, we took some of that last time, only a short section.
Yeah.
And so we were aware of it, so I appreciate you bringing it up. And then I was like, we need to hit more of that, which is why we're dropping farther south and then cutting over to Revelstoke. So, thanks for the heads up. But yeah, we are on board with that little road and ride along the water there. So that should be fun. And of course, what's funner than putting your motorcycle on a ferry? We did as much for the documentary film as we can. The ice fields, we'll be doing that. just tried to pack a lot. It's going to be a blur like usual. We got some down days. We're looking forward to the Patron meetup. Now, real quick, before we completely take it out, we have probably some stuff just to follow up on. But we appreciate our Patron members. We appreciate this live video broadcast and chat. Y'all be involved in the chat and all that. But a lot of people, for whatever reason, we appreciate it. They just want to leave a flat donation. We just want to get you benefits. We want to get to know you. But hey, a flat donation, we never balk at a flat donation. We want to thank the following people.
We'd like to thank John Allen of Linton, Indiana, David Cruz of Hartford, Connecticut, and Robert Steen of Meridian, Idaho.
Lawabidingbiker.com/donate is how you do that. We appreciate those so very much. It helps put a little fuel in the Law Abiding Biker gas tank,
so we can keep this thing running on down the road.
And with that said, some of those donations, we handle a lot of questions over contact form in the store, and it's humbling. A lot of folks are like, you really helped me get the product that I need, and you answered my questions, and they leave a donation, a tip on top of their purchase. So some of those are those, and some are flat donations. If you ever forget, it's lawabidingbiker.com/donate, or the homepage of the regular Law Abiding, not the store, but the regular Law Abiding Biker website, big donate button. And we appreciate that all the time. So let's go through the comments here, Lurch, and then think through your head. Do you guys have anything? Hopefully we answered the questions enough to where the folks that are going have enough information. And again, if you didn't see this live, it's already in your Patron accounts because it's there for the live feed, and you can just rewatch it. And then we already uploaded the one episode we recorded today. Here momentarily after this, we'll upload the second episode. So you're going to have all three. You got a lot to listen to over the next week ahead of everybody else. I'm just trying to think. The deadline, the signups, you're going to be getting an email soon. Get signed up for the ride challenge. That's for sure. And it's frickin' go time. That said, I think it's a Friday afternoon. It's a decent time still here, Pacific Daylight Time. You get off at a decent time.
Nice.
Yeah, we usually run later than this, so.
Well, I still got to run by the store and drop off Mueller Power Clutch 2.0
so that
right. Justin could ship them out. But yeah, I'll work my way home.
That's right. That's what that whole box was.
Yeah,
good. Good, guys. Obviously, a lot of content coming out. I literally can't tell you all about it. So I know you are people that are here right now, but you got to get subscribed to the YouTube channel, turn on the bell icon notifications, get signed up for the free email club. Every time we do a video or do something, we send an email. It goes to your inbox, lawabidingbiker.com/email club. Again, lawabidingbiker.com/email club. No dashes, all one word, email club. That's a way, if you aren't on YouTube all the time, at least you get an overview. There's a button there. There's actually a video. You can push the button, watch the video. We give a little spiel about it. It leads you to the website article. Another benefit that we don't mention a lot about being a patron member is the convenience. So what I mean by that is we're on Instagram at Law Abiding Biker. We're on Facebook at Law Abiding Biker. The YouTube channel, Law Abiding Biker /Ryan Urlacher. We're on X at Law Abiding Biker. We're everywhere. What's one I'm missing? TikTok, the Tickety Talk. We post some stuff over there too. So here's the deal. The website, we do website articles. It's a lot to try to figure out. So the easiest way to do that is to get the Patron app. You can get it on your desktop. You can get it on your phone, smartphone. Everything we do, regardless of where it's at, over the interwebs, we also post right to the feed in your Patron account. So you can scroll through and find out what you want to go to or what you don't. Because the video players are right there, or there's links to pump out to the website to read the article, or the whole article's there. But at least you can just look at all the posts we've done. And if you've looked recently, it's a lot. And we're trying to help as many bikers as we can worldwide. Podcasts, videos, the store, busier than ever, adding products. A lot of videos blowing up recently. So thank you for everybody's support, not only Patron members, but the general audience that is supporting us through the store, supporting us through Patron membership and all that. But that's an easy way. It's an easy feed. You can go over there. So just know that. I think 99.999% of the content we post, I post there. Once in a while, picture if I do personal stuff like, hey, I'm over here in, a Harley dealership and take a picture in front of the Harley dealership. It's a cool dealership. I'm not going to do that, but anything substantial, videos, posts, articles, all that kind of stuff. So take advantage of that patron benefit and keep track of what the freak is going on. I hope you guys can. It's supposed to be a beautiful weekend here. It's Easter weekend. It's beautiful today here. I definitely plan. I got some family stuff, but Sunday afternoon I'm either heading out on the Harley or I'm going to grab the dirt bike and do some enduro training. But hope you guys get some riding too.